September 2025. The world is on edge as a significant diplomatic event is about to unfold in Washington, D.C. Turkish President Erdogan arrives at the White House for a pivotal summit with President Trump, marking a potential turning point in U.S.-Turkey relations. And the air is thick with anticipation as both leaders prepare to discuss critical issues that could redefine their countries' futures. The world's attention is fixed on Washington as the two leaders face a packed agenda: military deals, energy security, and the future of NATO. Journalists from around the globe have gathered, eager to report on the outcomes of this high-stakes meeting. Their personal rapport is well known, but national interests have often clashed, especially over Turkey's ties with Russia and ongoing conflicts in Syria and Ukraine. Despite their friendly gestures, underlying tensions remain palpable. Trump, eager for a foreign policy win, sees this as a chance to pull Turkey back into the Western fold and weaken Russia's war machine. His advisors have been working tirelessly to prepare for this moment, hoping to secure a strategic victory. Erdogan, meanwhile, seeks advanced military technology and a boost to Turkey's regional power. His ambitions are clear: to elevate Turkey's status on the global stage and secure its interests in a volatile region. The stakes are enormous. The outcome could reshape alliances across Europe and the Middle East. A successful negotiation could lead to stronger NATO ties, while failure could push Turkey closer to Russia. As Erdogan's plane touches down, both leaders prepare for a negotiation that could define the future of their country's partnership. The atmosphere is charged with the weight of what's at stake. The world waits to see if this meeting will heal a fractured alliance or push it further apart. The decisions made in the next few hours could have lasting impacts on international relations and global stability. In the Oval Office, Trump makes a bold offer: Turkey can rejoin the F-35 fighter jet program and see U.S. sanctions lifted if Erdogan agrees to stop buying Russian oil and gas. The deal is clear-cut: advanced jets and economic relief in exchange for cutting a crucial financial lifeline to Moscow. For Turkey, the F-35s represent a leap in military capability and a return to the West's defense circle. For the U.S., it's about tightening the economic noose on Russia and testing Turkey's loyalty to NATO. Erdogan faces a stark choice: modernize his air force or maintain Turkey's lucrative pragmatic energy ties with Russia. Trump's proposal is more than a transaction. It's a test of Turkey's strategic identity. The decision will define Turkey's place in the global power struggle. Turkey was once a key partner in the F-35 program, playing a crucial role in the production process by manufacturing hundreds of essential components for the advanced fighter jet. Turkish factories and engineers contributed to the global supply chain, making the country an indispensable part of the project. Turkey had ambitious plans to modernize its air force, aiming to purchase over 100 F-35 jets and become a regional powerhouse in military aviation. But everything changed in 2019 when Turkey made the controversial decision to acquire Russia's S-400 air defense system, a move that alarmed NATO allies and raised serious questions about security and intelligence sharing. In response, the United States swiftly expelled Turkey from the F-35 project, citing concerns that the S-400 could compromise the jet's stealth technology and sensitive data. Turkish pilots who had been training in the U.S. were sent home, and the jets that were meant for Turkey were impounded, never delivered to their intended destination. The fallout was immediate and severe. Turkish companies lost lucrative contracts, and the country's aerospace industry faced significant setbacks, with factories left idle and workers uncertain about their future. The expulsion dealt a major blow to Turkey, both militarily and economically, weakening its air force and causing financial losses at a time of economic instability. The decision left Turkey's air force at a disadvantage, while also straining diplomatic relations with the United States and other NATO members, creating a rift that is yet to fully heal. For President Erdogan, regaining access to the F-35s is more than just a military goal. It's a matter of national pride and political leverage, a chance to restore Turkey's standing on the world stage. Securing the F-35s would not only boost Turkey's prestige, but also silence critics at home and abroad, reinforcing Erdogan's leadership. Today, the possibility of rejoining the F-35 program remains a powerful bargaining chip in negotiations between Turkey and the U.S., with both sides weighing the risks and rewards. The outcome could either mend the fractured alliance or deepen the divide, shaping the future of regional security and cooperation. The stakes for Turkey's military future are immense, with every decision carrying long-term consequences for its defense strategy and international relationships. The question remains, how far is Erdogan willing to go and what price is Turkey prepared to pay to reclaim its place among the world's elite air forces? Turkey's energy partnership with Russia has only deepened, driven by economic necessity and strategic calculation. As Europe cuts Russian imports, Turkey increases them, becoming a vital hub for Russian gas and oil, much to Washington's frustration. The US sees this as undermining Western efforts to isolate Moscow, while Erdogan insists Turkey must act in its own national interest. He frames Turkey as a neutral mediator, but the reality is a delicate balancing act between East and West. This energy dilemma is at the heart of the summit. Trump demands a break with Russia, Erdogan resists. Beyond the F-35s, the summit is defined by two major deals that could reshape the future of US-Turkey relations: a massive Boeing aircraft order for Turkish Airlines, and a high-stakes push by Turkey to buy and upgrade its fleet of F-16 fighter jets. These negotiations are not just about planes, they're about influence, leverage, and the delicate balance of power between two strategic allies. The Boeing deal, worth billions of dollars, is a top priority for President Trump. It's more than a business transaction. It's a way to support thousands of American jobs, boost the US economy, and send a clear message about the strength of the US manufacturing sector. For Trump, every Boeing jet sold is a win he can tout at home and abroad. For Turkey, the Boeing order is essential for Turkish Airlines' ambitious expansion plans, aiming to become a global aviation powerhouse. But it's also a strategic move, giving Ankara more leverage in ongoing defense talks with Washington. The F-16s, meanwhile, are now critical to Turkey's Air Force, especially after being excluded from the F-35 program. Upgrading and expanding the F-16 fleet is vital for Turkey's national security and its role within NATO. However, the US Congress has blocked the sale, citing concerns over Ankara's foreign policy moves and its recent actions in the region. Lawmakers are wary, and every decision is scrutinized through the lens of geopolitics. Trump, ever the deal-maker, uses the F-16s as leverage in the broader negotiations. The message is clear: buy Boeing, show commitment to the US, and the jets might follow. For Erdogan, securing the F-16s is a crucial fallback option if the F-35s remain out of reach, ensuring Turkey's Air Force stays modern and capable. The negotiations have become a high-stakes puzzle, with each piece, commercial and military, tied to the broader, often tense, US-Turkey relationship. Both leaders are under pressure at home and abroad, hoping for a breakthrough that will satisfy their domestic audiences and strengthen their international standing. But with politics, national pride, and global strategy all in play, every step forward is met with new complications and uncertainty. As the summit concludes, expectations are high for a compromise. Instead, Erdogan shocks everyone by flatly rejecting Trump's offer: no deal on F-35s in exchange for cutting Russian energy. He insists Turkey's energy security is non-negotiable and demands readmission to the F-35. Durmwa Sterns on Jarnin Zuriam. With our stirring Zwan Kon Derendar, Erdogan refuses to be forced into a binary choice between Washington and Moscow. The bold move prioritizes Turkey's independent foreign policy over military gains. The meeting ends without agreement, sending shockwaves through Washington and signaling a new era in Turkish diplomacy. Trump's transactional approach fails to sway Ankara. Turkey's strategic calculus has changed. It will no longer automatically align with US priorities. The alliance faces a defining test. In the lead-up to the summit, Turkish politics are roiled by rumors. Opposition leader Özgür Özel claims Erdogan secretly met with Donald Trump Jr. in Istanbul to discuss defense and aviation deals. The allegations spark controversy, suggesting personal business ties are shaping national policy. Erdogan denies any secret negotiations, insisting all deals are official and above board. Despite denials, the rumors highlight deep mistrust and the blurred lines between business, family, and state in Trump-era diplomacy. The controversy adds intrigue and suspicion to an already tense summit. Erdogan's rejection of Trump's deal marks a turning point in US-Turkey relations. Turkey's choice to prioritize energy ties with Russia signals a new, independent foreign policy, no longer a compliant NATO ally. Defense cooperation stalls, and Congress is likely to block future arms sales, pushing Turkey to seek alternatives. On the world stage, Turkey emerges as a middle power, balancing East and West, refusing to be drawn into a binary confrontation. The summit clarifies deep, perhaps irreconcilable, differences between Washington and Ankara. The future will be one of managed competition, not automatic alliance. Turkey's gamble for autonomy could reshape the global order in the years ahead.